Hey everyone, welcome back to another recap podcast from SNXweave, where we give quick weekly recaps of news and important updates from the previous week from the Spartan Council and core contributors, as well as discuss what the Grants Council and ambassadors are up to, so let's get started. The final testing of Andromeda is complete, and the contracts have been deployed to mainnet. SIP 348, which outlines the Andromeda release configuration, aims for a conservative initial deployment, mostly for integrators to perform test transactions on mainnet. Launch integrators will include Quenta and Polynomial, and Infinex is planning an invite-only alpha launch for Base as well. These will likely stay tight until at least the beginning of next year, but there's no set schedule yet. Improvements are being made to the deployment process, and the CCs are assisting integrators on testnet. And as a quick markets update, multiple integrators are actively testing perps trading on Base Gurley, and L1 perps is pending its final audit feedback. Next up, there are a few SIP presentations last week, so let's briefly review them. The first was SIP 2044 to list ORDI on Synthetics perps. ORDI is a BRC20 token, which would be the first listing of its kind on Synthetics. Adam questioned whether an asset on another chain would create any challenges for the debt pool if the entire token platform were to fail or be shut down. This has not been a concern for previous listings, as they have all been ERC20, and an ERC20 failure would be a catastrophic event for the protocol anyway. The exposure would be limited to the OI cap of that listing. And Bert also brought up that for this listing specifically, a Bitcoin fork that shut down BRC20 tokens would be announced ahead of time, which would give the council a window to react. Adam would still like to have a framework in place before committing to listing the asset. The next presentation was SIP 2045 to list Hito on Synthetics perps. Hito, which launched just a couple of weeks ago, is a validator governance token for Solana. The next presentation was SIP 2046 to list Axelar token on Synthetics perps. Axelar delivers secure cross-chain communication for Web3, and they were recently listed on Upbit spot markets and Bybit futures, which is an opportunity to expand offerings on Synthetics perps. All three of these listings were picked based on volume and perps availability on other exchanges. The last presentation was SIP 352 to deploy the SNX token as an XERC20 for cross-chain bridging. This SIP proposes deploying SNX, XERC20, and Lockbox to facilitate bridging between Ethereum and Base and allow for additional fast bridging solutions while retaining sovereignty. The biggest difference between this SIP and other bridging proposals so far is that it proposes creating an SNX bridging standard that would allow the protocol to maintain full control of the token. The solution would still be compatible with other third-party bridges, but Adam added that the Spartan Council had decided to put a hold on any integrations with non-canonical bridges until the CCs are satisfied with the initial testing on Base, so this SIP will be on hold until then. And that's it for today's updates. Be sure to check out our weekly recap blog post, share this podcast link, and let us know what you think and what you'd like to hear more about from SNXweave. Thanks for listening.